David Durkheim. His name is known as Durkheim. He was a French social scientist and founder of French School of Sociology. He was born in April 15, 1858 in Epinal, France, northern East France, and died at the age of 59 in November 15, 1917 in Paris. His legacy as the social scientist is basically who developed a vigorous methodology by combining empirical research with sociological theory. In his early age, he was born in Jewish family and lectured by his parents to be a rabbi, but unfortunately his father died before Durkheim reached 20 years of age. Furthermore, he also a brilliant student at the Lycée Louis Vigan and met several incredible people like Juan Llores, and later on interested to study philosophy in context of moral and social reform. Durkheim passed the last competitive examination in 1882. Then he's been accepted as a series of provincial assignment with Scholar of Sociology at the State Secondary School of Saint Quentin and Torres between 1882 to 1887. He later on pursued his research in Germany, where he's been appointed as a lecturer at the University of Bordeaux until 1902 and moved to the University of Paris, where the rest of his important work influenced a generation of future scholars. Maximilian Karl Emil Weber, as known as Max Weber. He was born in Germany in 1868 and died at the age of 56 on June 14, 1920, in Munich and caused by the Spanish flu. He was anti-war activist, political scientist, sociologist, literacy critic, philosopher, journalist, educator, scholar, and economist. He was famously in academic world with his book, which is The Protestant Ethics and the Spirits of Capitalism. After graduating from high school, Weber studied law, history, philosophy, and economics for 3 semesters at Heidelberg University before spending a year in military training. Continuing his study in 1884, he went to the University of Berlin and spent 1 semester at Göttingen and passed bar exam and earned his PhD in 1889 by ultimately completing his education thesis, which allowed him to obtain a position.
First, the iron cage and why it still relevant till today. Simply put, Weber suggests that the technological and economic relationship that organized and grew out of capitalist production became themselves fundamental forces in society. So those born into the cage live out its dictates, and in doing so, reproduce the cage in perpetuity. For this reason, Weber considered the iron cage as a massive hindrance to freedom. Next, his thinking on social class. Today, sociologists have Max Weber to thank for pointing out that one's position in society relative to others is about more than how much money one has. He reasoned that the level of prestige associated with one's education and occupation, as well as one's political group affiliation in addition to wealth, combine to create a hierarchy of people in society. Weber's thought on power and social stratification, which he shared in his book titled Economy and Society, led to the complex formulation of socio-economic status and social class.
How Emile Durkheim made his work on sociology. Durkheim's body of work as a researcher and theorist focused on how it is that a society can form and function, which is another way of saying how it can maintain order and stability. Durkheim was most interested in a glue that holds the society together, which made him focus on the shared experience, perspectives, values, beliefs, and behavior that allows people to feel that they are a part of a group and they are working together. The second contribution by Emile Durkheim is the dangers of anomie. Today, Durkheim's work is also useful to sociologists who rely on his concept of anomie to study the way violence often crops up, whether to the self or others, in the midst of societal change. This concept refers to how societal change or the perception of it can cause one of the feel disconnected from society, even changes in norms, values, and expectation, and how this can cause both psychic and material chaos. In the related being, Durkheim's legacy also help explain why disrupting everyday norms and routines with protest is an important way of raising awareness of issues and building movement around them.
How social groups and society hold on to each other. So, and what are the explanation for this whole thing? So, these are the questions that intrigue Durkheim to study a whole lot of things, includes originality and crime, suicide, totems and symbols. So he was so curious about how industrial and modern societies held together when a person do know each other, and how can their social position and experience be so bright. Moreover, Durkheim had thought that the discovery of the social facts by rates such as rate of divorce and then rates of suicide. However, there are several other studies that Durkheim carried out and contributed the world we are living now, which are Introduction to Suicide from the Elementary Forms of Religious Life. First, let's talk about Durkheim's views on suicide. Durkheim looks at suicide as a phenomenon that most people see as an intensely personal. Most people see as an intensely personal act and show it's social, which is not psychological groups. And he argued that egoism and anomaly are chronic in modern society, industrial society, and that both egoism and anomaly can result in extreme suicidal. Can result in suicide in extreme pathological form. His innovative suicide assessment gave credibility to his belief that sociology was a viable scientific discipline. According to Durkheim, egoist suicide comes about because the bonds between the individuals and the social group weaken pathologically. Furthermore, talking about religion, Durkheim attempted to explain how religion is the moral realm. So Durkheim saw religious ceremonies as an adoration of a social life, and such that there will be a religion as long as there will be societies, rather than merely sought to explain how the moral realm functioned in focusing on religion in his most theoretical acclaimed final book, The Elementary Forms of Religious Life, which is on 1912. So Durkheim tried to explain the moral realm of religion. Durkheim considers religious ceremonies such as worship of social life, so that religion is established as long as societies exist and not merely celebrated as something supernatural. And Durkheim defined religion in a very broad manner by saying that social life is inherently religious.
So I'm going to talk about the differences between Durkheim and Weber. Durkheim was a sociologist expert and focusing researching based on the social reform, while Weber, not only a sociologist but also a political scientist, economist, and a philosopher. According to Weber, who is focusing on the methodological individualistic, while Durkheim is focusing on the methodological collectivism. Methodological individualistic is a social continuity or social order constructed at the individualistic consciousness level in which social actors assign to their action. To understand particularistic fact, it depends from general universal laws due to the interactive sociology. While a methodological collective is to understand the way in society thinks of itself and its environment, is also to elevate social facts to the discipline subject to action objectively and depart from the psychological states of individual. In conclusion, Immanuel Durkheim and Max Weber want to understand how the society works and how it affects the individual and its environment. However, both sociologists have different conclusions due to the era of their time. and their legacy of knowledge is still used for future sociologists.